Alright, good day viewers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing an analysis on AUDUSD. Want to know the likely direction it's going to go. Now, I have several approaches to looking at the market, especially from top-down analysis. Now, this is AUDUSD on daily time frame. Then, if you look at this chart, you observe that there was a break of structure to the upside. So there was a VUS here. Alright, so there was a break of structure to the upside, VUS. So we know that from our charts that the market is bullish. So definitely be anticipating for a buy position. So I will step down to 4-hour time frame and look at my charts. Now, if you check this 4-hour time frame, don't forget this is our VUS to the upside. Now, stepping down to my H4 time frame. Now, because I'm looking for a buy position, um, I'll be looking for opportunities to buy up. So I could spot a double a double bottom here. Alright, so I could spot a double bottom. So this is a double bottom. So how I trade a double bottom, I'm going to look for the neckline, and this is the neckline for the double bottom. So this is my neckline. This is my neckline. Alright, let me color it this color and let me make it bold. Alright, so that's my neckline. So I'll have to look for of this the half of this whole channel. So I'll make use of my ruler and then I'll draw like this. So this is okay. So we've gotten our the half of the neckline, half of the neckline. So since we've gotten half of the neckline, we're going to wait to see if market breaks this half of the neckline with a body. There's high tendency that we will be buying the market up to the neckline. But if the market closes with a wick, like there are several rejections around this part, and we see a confirmation for a sell market, we will not want to buy further up because of the confirmation for the sell. Now, if the market refuses to close above the neckline and it's sold down to this place, it means that the double bottom actually failed. So in that state, let's just assume that in case the market goes like this, just go around in the week and comes like this. So in this case now, now the market have actually failed double bottom. This double bottom has failed. So because the double bottom actually failed, or sorry, since we actually just is an assumption. So if the double bottom failed, it therefore means that the market will sell this whole length, this whole length downwards. Now I want to get our minds to this. That's what we call. Let me use look for the best. Okay, let me use this. This can serve. Sorry, that's the best way. Okay, all right. Okay, let me just do like this. All right. So if it happens like this, so this shape is what we call the cup and handle. So this one is the cup, and this one is the handle, the reverse pattern. So it therefore means that we're expecting price if it to sell down to this length. Then after that, we'll be expecting price to sell this length. Okay, sell this entire length. All right, so this is what we're going to be expecting. That's if price have a failed double bottom. But like I always say, instead of selling down the entire length, you measure, find the half of it. Then, if you find further confirmation to sell, continue. That's if only the double bottom actually failed. But presently, we don't know yet if the market is going to break with the body or not. So just keep your attentions on the charts. So, like I always says, people do say markets are manipulated, but it's not exactly so. Uh, let's just say there are mysteries be in the market, so it is left for you to discern the mysteries to know the steps by step to follow out the market. All right, I'm going to clean up this whole thing, and I want to give us another approach that we can look at this market again. So I'm going to clean. Now, another approach to this market is let's go to our daily time frame. Now, this is our daily time frame. We already know that the market is bullish from daily time frame. Okay, this is a daily time frame bias. All right, we already know that market is bullish. So I could see that there's a CRT that is formed. By CRT, I mean, let me type in the box. My CRT, I mean, candle range theory. Candle range theory. All right, so this is how. If you don't know about candle range theorem and you want me to throw further light on it, you can comment on the comment section. Just type CRT. Okay, so from this, um, there's a key level here. So I will take this as my range high. Then I'll take here as my range low. Now, don't forget, I know you'll be asking questions like, why am I not using the wick? Um, why am I using the body? Now, for those of us that actually is familiar with key levels, you understand this. Don't worry, in my subsequent videos, I'll be talking about key levels and you get to understand these things. Alright, so I'll be taking here as my range I, range I. Then I'll be taking here as my range low, range low. So if here is my range high, here is my range low, don't mind me. I always like using channels to know the half of it. Alright, so this is the half of my channel. Okay, half of channel. Alright, so this is the half of my channel. So I already have it in my mind that market has actually swept this liquidity here, so I'm expecting price to come to this range. Now, but it all depends on what actually happened on this half of the channel. So I will go down to a lower time frame to see what is happening. Now, market is yet to get to this point. So the concept of this CRT model, it teaches you like if you, anytime you see a CRT model, you can almost likely um, know where the market is headed to using your range high and range low. So, but the only thing that may be of concern now is whenever you see a CRT on a higher time frame, it's best to actually use CRT models for higher time frame. Then you go down to your lower time frame. Everybody have their own confirmation entries. Then you look for your confirmation entries, but please ensure, and I say again, ensure that you're actually going with the trend. Then with that, you actually know what next to do. So markets are not really manipulated as we all think, but it just take you to settle down and demystify some of these hidden mysteries. Like I always say, when price actually moves, they actually drop some footprints that the average trader do not notice. But by the time you spend time with the chart with some chart intimacy, you get to understand some of these footprints. Alright, for those of us that are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do not fail to subscribe. If you want um, explanation on certain things and you've not been, going well with your forex trading for a while, any difficult topics you want me to talk about, just comment in the comment section, and I will do well to attend to it. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.